Something as simple as a shader can transform your Minecraft experience into an absolute cinematic masterpiece. Welcome to today's video, guys. My name is Millie, and in this video we showcase the 10 best Minecraft shaders that will completely transform your gaming experience. From stunning lighting effects to realistic water reflections, these shaders enhance the aesthetics of Minecraft and bring your world to life like never before. Whether you're looking for a subtle improvement or a complete overhaul of the game's visuals, hopefully this video's got you covered, and I really hope you enjoy. Now, starting right off at the top, we're going to go with Kappa. Now, Kappa in general is a great shader. I mean, all around, I'd say it has to be easily one of the best shaders. Throughout the night, throughout the day, the end, the nether, I mean, this shader just looks fantastic in every way, shape, and form. It is a beautiful shader to really bring out the life in your game. So if you're looking for something all around, and that's not going to be too crazy hard on your graphics, this might be the route you want to go with. Now, keep in mind, on every single one of these shaders, I am doing it on 4K Ultra settings. I don't have the render distance like completely maxed out just because I'm trying to record content and do all that at the same time while making these videos for you guys. But yeah, no, every single thing you're seeing is in completely 4K Ultra settings, reflections onto the max. I mean, it is just as full tilt as I could possibly get out of my PC for you guys, and it was a lot of fun making this video. But seriously, Kappa is awesome. But I think the thing that made me fall in love with Kappa more than anything was, first off, the daytime. The clouds, they look so real, and I love not seeing a real sun in the sky. On top of that, though, the nether, I mean the end, it is just wow. I mean, first glance, it is absolutely breathtaking what you see right off the bat. I mean, it is just so cool to look at this. It is crazy what a shader can do to just transform every aspect of the game. Coming in at number 2, we have Spook Lament, I think is how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but yeah, I think that's how you say it. Now, if you can't tell by the title, you know, Spook Lament, it's a spooky one. Now, this guy is going to be coming with really dark shadows, really just dense nights that you can't hardly see anything. I mean, super cool. And you can see kind of in this as well, there's like little eyes looking at me. It's a really creepy but fantastic shader. I mean, for it just being a shader with just a little bit of add-ons, this is such a cool way to play the game. It is quite dark though, so I don't know if it's going to be great for your everyday gaming on, you know, Minecraft, but I think it is a really great way to, you know, if you want to go for like some type of build or anything like that, to really bring out just a full-fledged, just haunted outlook of your map. It's so pretty, for sure. The nether, and here was another thing with the end and everything else, is kind of the same thing. It's just super dark. You can see kind of eyes everywhere, and you can't, I mean, you literally can't see anything. I don't even know how fighting the ender dragon here would be. I really don't. I'm sure it's very ominous, to say the least. Next up, though, we have Super Duper Vanilla. Now, if you don't know, Super Duper Vanilla is basically just, it's great graphics that can run on almost any PC, right? So it's gonna give you great shaders still, really elegant, really vibrant colors, but it's not gonna be as like holy moly, like punch in the face kind of graphics, right? Everything's kind of just, it's just bringing out more colors, more vibrancy in the entire game. It's giving you shadows, it's giving you dynamic range, it's giving you other things like that. And it does it from night to daytime, with rain, with the nether, with the end. I mean, it's a great shader all the way around. And whether you have a, you know, a cheaper build on the lower end, or if you have a high-end build, I like this texture pack, this shader pack in general, because it does give you a really good experience no matter what you're playing, no matter what you're trying to build in your world. I mean, it's just a really great all around. But the end is breathtaking. I mean, it's like a solar eclipse reflecting off the lens of your character. I don't know how they did it. I don't know why they did it and why they went so crazy in the end here, but it is so cool. I mean, right now, you seeing me looking at it is for the first time I've ever even witnessed majority of these shaders, and it is just like, oh my. At the number 4 spot, we got Astrx. Now, Astrx is really cool, just like the shader before. It's gonna be a kind of budget-friendly shader, but at the same time, not really. Now, one thing with Astrx, as much as it does come in the number 4 spot, and it is really cool, I did notice out of every single shader that I was doing, Astrx did kind of have a little, it was kind of choppy. It felt kind of choppy, and it wasn't just during the day, it was during the night, and I feel like as much as the shader, yes, again, does take the number 4 spot, I feel like it goes for a lot more of a punch in the face, look at me kind of shader than kind of what your typical Minecraft player really looks for. But I guess that's just my opinion. I know I kind of look for something a little bit more elegant, but also kind of, you know, vibrant and pretty at the same time. But I don't like obnoxious, if that makes sense. But the same goes for, you know, even in the end. I know in the end, this one actually isn't crazy obnoxious. I think the most obnoxious thing about this one is probably the fact that it's really framey. You can see right here, I'm kind of like walking around trying to test my frames. But the end is not as like punch in the face obnoxious as like, you know, just nighttime, but it is still gorgeous either way. I mean, it's a great looking shader pack. The colors are vibrant. I love the fog. I love the distance. I mean, it kind of has like a, oh gosh, what is that thing? The Northern Lights. Yeah, the Northern Lights type of vibe to it. Really, really great look to it. Now, next up on the number 5 list, we got BSL. Now, BSL, just like a lot of the other shaders in this pack, is going to be one of those shaders that's just going to give you a really just well all-around shader type. Now, one thing I don't like about the shader is the sun. Like I was saying earlier, I like shaders that have a that have a realistic effect when it comes to the sun, so they're not being a block in the sky, you know what I mean? But this shader all around night and daytime looks awesome. I mean, just super awesome. Really great gloomy look to the nights, really great bright vibrant colors through the day. I mean, you name it, it's got it. Majority of these shaders, though, that I do realize kind of a little bit throughout doing this video is that they don't really do a whole lot with the nether. It seems like they do a lot with the end, which is pretty standard for a lot of these guys, but the nether, a lot of these shaders are not really, they don't really thrive there, which I don't blame them. I mean, you know, the nether's only a few block type of, you know, texture area, so there's not a whole lot you can do. But I will say in this one, the end kind of seemed a little bit cheap. It's cool, don't get me wrong, in my opinion it's still going to be better than your normal end, but it seems like, hey, all it is really fog with a great backdrop, you know what I mean? So it's great, but could it be better? Yes. Next up on number 6, we got Soless. Now, Soless is great for mining, but most importantly, it's going to be great for vibrancy, and of course, you're going to get that great sky as well. I mean, it might be a number 6, but I think this guy is easily going to be top 3, if not, you know, top 4 for me. This texture pack in general, I mean, you're going to get vibrant days and really bright nights as well. Now, the nights, in my opinion, are a little bit too bright, which is why I don't rank it a little bit higher. Like if you see right here, which the cool thing about this texture pack as well is, like I said, it's great for mining. So you can see the ores are kind of magnified. And on top of that, the sky does kind of give you that, again, that Northern Lights effect. So it's really cool. The sunflowers glow, the roses glow, the ores glow. Just, it gives you a really nice, especially when you're mining and stuff like that, it gives you a really nice, bright, kind of like, you know, outlook of what you're looking at. I think when I turn around, you might actually see some gold kind of lighting up. No, I guess in the nether you don't, but I do know that this one does have a really nice, bright, and gorgeous end as well. This guy kind of does give you the same type of vibe as, I believe it was Super Duper Vanilla, and it gives you that nice solar eclipse, which this one was really cool too because it gave you those clouds as well. But oh my gosh, this end is just breathtaking. I mean, absolutely breathtaking when it comes down to it. I mean, great colors, you know, great vibrancy, definitely something I look for. Number 7, the name says it all, it's Insanity. This guy is a super demanding, but again, super great, you know, shader pack. Now this guy kind of gives you the same vibe as like the Spook Lamentary, which is at that, I believe, that number 2 spot, but it kind of gives you the same vibe as that shader pack, only because it's super dark, but it's also giving you kind of that ominous look to it. So it's almost like if Spook Lamentary went a little bit brighter, and then instead of having like eyes look at you, it kind of just kept it as normal Minecraft. So you could still go for like an ominous style game if you wanted to, with maybe like a little bit more dark and, you know, spooky builds, but not as like hard to see, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? This one, I wasn't very impressed with the end though. I will say, you know, for being something on the number 7 spot, the end on this one just wasn't very, you know, breathtaking for me, right? I mean, and you can see right off the bat why. It's gray. Now, this is not the worst one. Oh, trust me, it's not. There is now this one's a very low demanding, probably the most low demanding shader pack out of all the ones you're going to see on today's video. This guy is going to give you great water. It's going to give you a lot more bright of vibrant colors, but if you can't tell right off this shader pack, you don't actually have a shadow on this one. So this guy right here, you're not going to have any shadows, but it is going to give you great nighttime, great daytime. The nether is going to look really nice and bright and vibrant. The end, again, is also going to kind of be the same way. I think the only reason I would probably never play a shader like this is it kind of just doesn't give me, I don't know, enough of a variety of change, in my opinion, when I'm looking for a shader. But no, I mean, either way, the shader's great. Still not the worst end coming out of this one. It is just a simple, again, just another simple green backsplash, but you know, this shader pack wasn't going for, hey, look at me. It's going for something low demanding that any PC can really run. So great shader, great option. And number 9, we got complementary Unbound. Now this was I genuinely don't know how this shader hits at number 9. I know a lot of people know about this shader pack. It is gorgeous. I mean, oh wow, the night, the day, the colors, the water, the textures, I mean, everything about this shader pack is something that I would love to play every single day. Like even the nighttime itself, it all just looks good. The ores glow. It's not too dark to where you, I mean, are physically blind. Like you can still see what's going on, but it has a really nice ambiance to it. The sky is bright and gorgeous, but it's not too obnoxious. Like this is the type of shader pack that I go for when I'm doing my playthroughs and other things like that. The nether as well, this is one of the only ones you're going to see the nether actually does get a little bit of a facelift. It's going to be a lot more red and dark and kind of spooky vibed, and this one actually does have the ores glow as well in there. The end in this one is like, I mean, it is breathtaking. It's not like the solar eclipse one, but it does have a really nice array, and the lighting effects that kind of surround you on this one are really cool because it's almost like they're surrounding you, and they get brighter when you keep turning around and looking at things like that, for example, right? It's like whole. Now this may be last, but it's definitely not least. Sildur's has, just like a lot of these other packs, and here's the cool thing, their daytime, I mean, if you can just see it, it's got to be the best. The daytime out of Sildur's has got to be the best texture pack. I mean, it is not texture pack, shader pack. It is just awesome, just completely awesome. Even the nighttime as well. I mean, when you get into the night, it's still bright. It still gives you these nice orange glow from, you know, the cabins and from everything else. I mean, it is so cool to see a shader pack look like this and sadly not get ranked higher on the list. I mean, it is, I don't think there's also with these guys, I don't think there's anything really wrong with the shaders. I just, you know, I do believe that some of them definitely could have better or worse kind of things going for them in a sense. But even this one has, well, kind of just like every other of these shader packs, they don't really do much with the nether. You know, not a big deal. That's why we're kind of just going in and out of the nether. The end, though, I will say out of every pack, this one does have the worst end. And I do believe that might be why it's placed at number 10. I don't know for sure, but this end is just like, it hurts your eyes. Like, it's so... I mean, what even is that? It's like if somebody put a purple blanket over your head and then shined a flashlight through it, and that was what you had to see. Like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like if this shader got a better backdrop, it would be so much better. Bonus though, number 11. And last but not least, we got Lux. Lux is probably one of my personal favorites, and I threw it on the list because this is one of the favorites that didn't make it onto the list, but I believe should. It's a great shader pack. It looks good. It does great. The sun's the way I like it. The clouds are nice and realistic. The shadows and shading is going to be fantastic from this shader pack as well. The nighttime as well is just so cool from this, and I think that's one of the things that really drew me to this pack, is you can see right off the reflection of the water as well. It's just, I mean, this pack is so pretty. Nighttime, daytime, nether, or even the end, which this one does have. And if you made it this far, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. But this end is easily the best end, in my opinion, out of all the maps. The nether, just like every other map, is kind of just the same thing. Oh well, it's a little bit more dark and gloomy, kind of gives you like a vibrancy kind of thing, but nothing too crazy. But the end is the big deal breaker for me on this map, and that's probably, even though yeah, it's down at a number 11 spot, I would have to put this in my top 3 easy, just because of how just awesome all around this entire shader pack is from front to back. I mean, there is not a single beat it does not hit, and I mean, it is just such a great shader pack. I had so much fun making this video. Listen, if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you more than you will ever know. This is my first time I've ever done anything like this. I'm completely going out of my comfort zone making a video like this, you know, kind of just doing a review, but, you know, I don't play Minecraft a lot, and I don't play, you know, and this is my first time I've ever discovered shaders, so I was trying to give you guys the most authentic me kind of reaction that I could possibly give. Yeah, we're in the path to 300 subscribers, so I really hope that this video, you know, some of you guys like it, and for those of y'all who made it here, please let me know in the comments kind of just what it is, you know, any type of constructive criticism I may need, or, you know, anything like that. But if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment, just leave something behind so that I can thank you. And either way, I appreciate you. I hope all is well. And if there's anything you guys ever need, please reach out to me in the Discord. The Discord is going to be linked inside of the, not only the description of the video, but it's also just linked in my profile, along with my Twitch, Instagram, and other additional socials. So, yeah. Again, I've never done this before, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And either way, I love you, and I hope life is well. And as always, peace.